Thrown for a touchback. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Here we go, T. Get up. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Over. Gone.
On third down, Rosen. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter, King, to send it away. Now it's Tate. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now back to throw. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Leopard! Leopard!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
3-19.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out.
We got to tighten up.
Back to throw.
Come on, defense.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I don't know how you still grab that, man.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
319! 319!
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back. Detroit.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Killed me, man.
Some of these
I messed
calls,
myself up on that.
I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Now it's Rosen. Going deep here for Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted.
They need to quit that shit,
Picked off
man.
near the 42.
I had it right on my fucking hand.
They will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
I gotta stop that shit, man.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. Touchdown,
start that shit, man.
Giants. Robert Foster, 58
Come on.
yards.
Y'all gonna give me the nigga way back there.
Giants strike
Man, that
quickly
same
here
fuck
for
ass
6
play, man.
points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Come on.
Correct on both
Go.
counts,
Hey, man,
right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Nigga way back there, man. Instead of giving me the free safety that's running up there.
Rosas now to kick this one away.
Fucked up. Fucking trash.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Okay.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And some room to work.
Well, that's to the boat.
David
That's to the boat.
Johnson on his way.
Definitely.
Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 43 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
I missed it.
And it's no good.
Boy,
he misses the extra point.
Blows
and this remains a 7-6 game.
I thought that shit way too early. Being 12 miles per hour. He need to quit. My dog on the West Coast,
now
man.
out to kick it away.
Arizona right now.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, complete to Foster.
Hit the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. A handoff to Barkley.
He's going nowhere.
And he stopped immediately there. Well, usually you don't think of the quarterback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be caught.
Wow, what an animation, man. I couldn't even.
56 yards.
A fucking animation.
That's a big-time
catch,
pitching
dog.
catch right there,
This is
partner. I
happening
remember the
right
days
there
when
in front of
quarterbacks
you.
would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll drop the throw.
An interesting end and treat.
And
Get it up.
take it on in.
Fucking give it to him, man.
Robert Foster, already his second touchdown here in this
That
opening
rag
weekend.
coming.
And the Giants add on to their lead.
Gotta come back to score in this too, man. He get the ball right back after half.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Oh, boy, I'm gonna play down. Trash.
Rosas now to kick this one away.
Fucking play.
This one fielded at the 5.
Look, he didn't even touch me.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And that one a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Seahawks.
They got to fix that
I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
That's it there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Good on game. 38, 32.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Every play I pick on defense.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down.
Dude.
A very solid gain on that play.
That's it. Stop this shit. I ain't broadcasting no more.